Imagine a single, microscopic invader with a near-perfect kill rate. Once it reveals its presence, it's already too late. This isn't the plot of a horror movie. It's the chilling reality of the rabies virus, a pathogen that has haunted humanity for millennia. It hijacks the nervous system, turning its host into a vessel for its own propagation, culminating in one of the most terrifying diseases known to medicine. We often associate rabies with aggressive animals, foaming at the mouth, a terrifying but distant threat. But what exactly happens when this virus breaches our defenses? It embarks on a slow, silent, and methodical journey through the body. A countdown to a neurological catastrophe, from which there is virtually no return. The journey begins not with a bang, but with a bite, a scratch, or even a lick on broken skin from an infected animal. At this initial stage, the virus is a silent trespasser, entering the muscle and subcutaneous tissue. Here it can lie low, replicating quietly for weeks, months, or in some rare cases, even years, a period known as incubation. This deceptive calm is the most critical window for intervention, the only chance to halt the virus before its lethal march truly begins. During this incubation period, the host feels perfectly normal. There are no signs, no symptoms, nothing to suggest that a deadly agent is multiplying within their tissues. The virus is biding its time, gathering its forces before launching its assault on the central nervous system, the command center of the entire body. It's a race against time, but the runner is unaware the race has even started. The virus then seeks out the peripheral nerves, the intricate network of communication lines that connect the body to the brain and spinal cord. It latches onto nerve endings, specifically targeting the neuromuscular junctions where nerves and muscles meet. Once attached, it performs a biological sleight of hand, entering the nerve cell itself. This is the point of no return. Once inside the nervous system, the virus is shielded from the body's immune system, hidden within the very pathways that control us. From there, it begins its slow, relentless ascent toward the brain. The rabies virus is a master of stealthy travel, moving along the axons, the long, slender projections of nerve cells. At a pace of just a few millimeters to a few centimeters per day, this slow journey is why the incubation period can be so variable, depending heavily on the location of the initial bite. A bite on the foot means a longer journey to the brain than a bite on the face or neck. As the virus inches closer to its destination, the body may finally start to register that something is wrong. The first symptoms are often vague and easily mistaken for a common illness like the flu. The person might experience fever, headache, and a general feeling of weakness or discomfort. A key early sign can be a strange, tingling, or itching sensation at the site of the original bite. A phantom echo of the initial invasion as the nerves in that area become inflamed. This phase, known as the prodromal stage, is the beginning of the end. It signals that the virus has initiated its final approach and is about to lay siege to the brain. By this point, medical intervention is almost always futile. The virus has won the race, and the host's fate is all but sealed. Once the virus infiltrates the brain, it unleashes chaos, spreads rapidly through the central nervous system, causing severe and progressive inflammation of the brain and spinal cord, a condition known as acute viral encephalomyelitis. This is when the terrifying and dramatic symptoms of rabies begin to manifest. The virus doesn't destroy brain cells indiscriminately. Instead, it disrupts their function, leading to profound behavioral and neurological changes. This is the stage where rabies earns its zombie virus moniker. The virus has a sinister evolutionary goal: to spread to a new host. To do this, it needs to make its current host aggressive and ensure the virus is present in the saliva. It manipulates the host's brain, particularly areas like the limbic system, which governs emotion, behavior, and memory. The once-calm individual becomes agitated, confused, and prone to fits of uncontrollable excitement and aggression. This neurological hijacking leads to the most infamous symptom of rabies: hydrophobia, or the fear of water. It's not a psychological fear, but a violent, involuntary physical reaction. When a patient tries to drink or sometimes even sees or thinks about water, the muscles in their throat and larynx go into intensely painful spasms. These spasms make swallowing impossible and can even feel like choking or suffocation. The biological reason for this is as brilliant as it is terrifying. The virus has traveled from the brain back down through the nerves to the salivary glands, replicating in massive numbers and filling the saliva with infectious particles. By preventing the host from swallowing, the virus ensures that this saliva pools in the mouth, maximizing the chances of transmission through a bite. The inability to drink also leads to severe dehydration, further weakening the host. The suffering of a person in the advanced stages of rabies is immense. They experience hallucinations, delirium, and periods of intense lucidity, where they are tragically aware of their own deteriorating condition and impending death. Their body is racked with spasms, their mind tormented by fear and confusion. The slight stimulus, a gust of air, hydrophobia, a bright light, or a loud sound can trigger these agonizing convulsions. This furious form of rabies, characterized by agitation and hydrophobia, occurs in about 2/3 of human cases. The other third experience paralytic or dumb rabies. In this form, the muscles gradually become paralyzed, starting at the site of the bite or scratch. The patient slowly slips into a coma and eventually succumbs to respiratory failure as the muscles that control breathing cease to function.
Less traumatic.
The outcome is just as certain. Ultimately, regardless of the form it takes, the virus leads to coma and death. The central nervous system shuts down, vital bodily functions fail, and the patient passes away, typically within a week or two of symptoms appearing. The fatality rate of symptomatic rabies is 99.9%, making it one of the most lethal infectious diseases known to humanity. There are only a handful of documented cases of unvaccinated individuals surviving symptomatic rabies, and even they were left with severe lifelong neurological damage. The terror of rabies lies not just in its lethality, but in its methodical, inescapable progression once symptoms begin. It is a virus that systematically dismantles the very essence of a person, taking control of their body and mind until nothing is left. It is a stark reminder of the power hidden within the microscopic world and the fragility of our own biological existence. This devastating outcome is what makes prevention so absolutely crucial. Rabies is almost 100% preventable with prompt post-exposure prophylaxis, series of vaccine shots, and an injection of rabies immune globulin that can stop the virus before it ever reaches the nervous system. Countdown can be stopped, but only if we act before the clock runs out. The story of rabies is a chilling look at a virus that has perfected the art of neurological warfare. If you found this exploration into one of nature's most terrifying creations fascinating, be sure to subscribe to Documentary Reel for more deep dives into the world around us.